Hello everyone, so come back again. So I will just brief to show the function for ggplot2. Later I will explain more for the maybe next 2 weeks the class. So when we copy this instruction from the website here, so you will get this diagram in your RStudio. Okay, so when you move your cursor to line 101 and run this instruction, and you may move to enlarge your diagram here. Okay, so how does this function works? So it's a function we call ggplot2, and it also to draw a picture, a points for the dataset. So this dataset is a MPG dataset. Next time I will explain this dataset again. So we have to do with our examples, since we have import the data frame bank 0F. So you have to run the instruction 99, so you will find all the variables name for our data frame bank 0 to F. Okay, so run it. So you got 21 attribute names, so we call variable name for each one. Okay, so for the first diagram, if I'm looking for the distribution for the customer age, so you may use this instruction to show the distribution for the 1,000 customers. Okay, so you just move your cursor to line 104 and to run this instruction. You will get a distribution for the age for your customers. So let me brief introduce what does this diagram looks for. Okay, so this is a ggplot2 function to draw a diagram for bank 0 to F. Okay, so what is X? X means x-axis. So we use the variable age. So what does this age mean? This age is one of the variables here, age, because age is integers, right? So you may see the distribution for your customers. Okay, so we have another keyword here, GEMO, histogram. So it's like a distribution. We use histogram. Histogram we call in Chinese, we call 直方图. So we draw a histogram diagram for the age. So you may know these parameters. Later I will explain more when we are talking about the detail for ggplot2. In this section, you just run this function is okay to see what is going on for each variables. Okay, so the label. So you can, so X is age, right? Y is frequency. So in this diagram, it shows the distribution for your customers. So basically, the age of your customer is 20. So how many people how many customers are 20? So you can look at this diagram. Almost more than 50 customers are 20s, right? So how about 40? 40, how many? So here it is 50, right? So 75, so around 80. 80 people, their age are 40. So you can see this distribution. So your major area for your age is from 20 to 40. So most of your customers, the age is between 20 to 40. Some of the customers are old, maybe not more than 80, right? So you can see the distribution for your age. You can do the same job. So right now I'm doing to draw a diagram for the personal status. What is the personal status is here? Personal status. Personal status, when you look back to the attribute information, you may find the description for personal status is here. How many labels for this personal status? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 labels for the categories. Okay? So you may find what is the distribution for the personal status and 6. Okay, so let us go back to RStudio. So when you run this instruction for 107, so you may get this diagram. It tells you the personal status. So for the pink one, the red one is male, divorced, or separate. For the green one is female. This one is male and single. This male married. So you can see the distribution. So we call this is a bar chart. So you may see here is a bar chart. So for the first one, histogram, is a histogram, 直方图. For the second one, we call bar chart. So you can see it's easy for us to draw a diagram to see what's going on for each variables. But don't get panicked. Don't worry about how to do these instructions, because I will have a class for ggplot2, maybe 2 weeks later, to explain more about ggplot2. Okay? So you may run the instruction 112. So you get the histogram for our credit amount. So you may see the credit amount for all the customers. So what is credit amount? So you may take a look at credit amount is how is the credit amount? You may find the credit amount. Let me see, where is the credit? Here, credit amount. It's a numerical, 数字型. Okay, So let us to see another diagram. This one, personal status, we have do it before. Credit amount. What about the job? Okay. Line 114. You get the bar chart for the labels of job. So there are 4 types of job. So you can see the distribution for these 4 labels. Okay, so housing, 119 lines. Housing, you can see the distribution for different housing status. So there are 3 status for housing. One is for rent, one is owner has the house, the other is housing for free. Maybe you live with your parents. Okay, so for this section you have to a quick look at about what is the visualization for your data. So today's homework is, I have some instruction here, but you have to please try to correct the errors for the following instructions. So how do you to do this homework is you have to change this data set as this one. So you have to replace this data set as our data set. And also, this is a saving account, right? But what is the variable names for us? Our variable names, you can find here names. Our saving account, what is our names? Our name is saving account. It's different as this one. So you have to replace saving dot account, replace as this one, saving account. So let me do it for you again. This one, Control C, and replace this one, bank. This one. So change with the same variable names. So what else? So here is we had do the same, bank 02, this one. Saving account is the same. Is anything right? So it should be okay. So you just run this one. So you got another visualization for saving account, the status for saving account. It's okay. So please do the rest of the 3 instructions. Try it. If you can do it, congratulations. You get some ideas about ggplot2. Okay, if you are not familiar with ggplot2 package, it's okay. I will teach you again more detail. Okay, so today's lesson is just to have you a quick look about what is a visualization for our data analytics. Okay, see you guys next week. Bye bye.